Alright, how are we looking now, boys? How are we looking now for the stream? Let's just get a quick rundown in the chat. Ensemble. How we looking? Well, I mean, we should be. Oh yeah. Oh, we're back. Apparently my audio got disconnected when I was messing with the settings. Yeah, that's the stream right now. Yeah, no, it's fine. No, we're back. We're back in business, baby. We're absolutely back in business. Alright, now someone get Sambo in the chat. The next time that Spoon plays in set, I need a 20. I need a quick 20 in the chat right now. Shake on it. I will strike on it. We're currently finishing up the squad strike bracket, if you can't tell. But I will put a hot 20 the next time that he plays. Somebody, I don't know how you're gonna see this Sambo. I don't know how you're gonna see it, but I promise you, absolutely promise you, I will put 20 on my mama, and on my soul. I will put a hot 20 on it, because I need that to happen. Did you see how far up he fucking was in that game run? And then I started rooting for him, and then he sells the entire bag. A hot, up 25 Sambo. Next time he plays, 25, shake on it in the chat, I promise you. If you're going to Comic World, I'm going to Comic World, I will get the 20 to you then. I promise you. Oh, this. Yeah, just finishing up the squad strike bracket right now. Get the squads off stream. No, we need. We're finishing up the bracket. Look at this. This is the hype gameplay that we need. Look at it. Look at both Adams. We got 2 Adams on stream, and we're working it out, baby. There's nothing else we can say except we're working it out. And I mean, it's just. What more can a fan do? What can I do to make him win? Did you see how far up he was in that last set? That's fine. We got squad strikes going on. Here we go. Here comes the boomerang. Here comes the arrows. We got the Rob. Here comes the fair coming out. Rob's such a big body character. What is this? Is that Peach? Ooh, man, he's going super deep out there. You know he wants it. That's the up smash. Oh my goodness, down to the arrow up there. Ton of damage, even if it's not clean. So there we go. Killing that last time. I'm pretty sure that was Bear that took it out, but back to squad. You get the scoreboard up for y'all. I have no idea. You know what? I'm just gonna put Adam. I have no idea what his tag is. Adam against Lil Ben. Oh. Perfect. Oh, crap. From the best of 3 squads. Boom. Pretty sure we're going to 0-0. Finishing up the squad strikes until we get back into the actual event that everyone's here for. And I just realized that Adam's looking to secure with that FB where it is. Not too much to say about that game, in all honesty. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, let's go Adam. Oh. So there we go, Will Ben taking game number 1. Absolutely beautiful stuff coming out. We're going to see the hype roster of Jigglypuff and Rob and Corn. You know, when you have such strong fungies as well, so you can play anybody. You can play anybody with a hope and a dream. Classic DK. Everyone loves it. So Will Ben DK. All of his green beret working that into 67 to 11. Pretty much unscathed. Here we go. Here's the corn. Here comes the corn special. So you get the falling aerial into the rising. Here we go. especially against a big body kicker. Everything's going to work. Look at Will Ben just working that neutral. Comes the cargo throw, just mixing it up. It was an optional option because not even Adam was ready for it, but side B into the down smash that's taking that stop. Squad strike bracket. Here comes the Adam Jigglypuff. Working its way back in from the Wi-Fi grind. Here we go. Let's see how much it's gonna do against the DJ, but you see that he knows it's a Jigglypuff. At the end of the day, you know at some point the little puffball is gonna come running in. And Philip absolutely knows that he's absolutely prepared to whip punish. Ooh! Trying to get his crazy play. Ooh! Down smash into the up smash. It's not gonna quite take that stock yet. Forward throw, reset it. Trying to get a nice gimp off of that, but running out of jump circle. Back in disappearing. How is Adam going to work around anything that would have been stalled? The cargo throw. Ooh, but not up earlier, which can get to the proper position to get what's seemingly going to be a nice hit off of the cave. Puff will just explode off of pretty much everything right now, but I'm sure that was a missing because you know we have some B1 back here. Then we go with the back arrow of zone, taking with the Puff back air. Moving on to the Yink. Been working absolutely wonders in the squad strike bracket. Boomerang for 2 more boomerangs. It's going to be a little bit hard to challenge Jigglypuff, especially when she's in the air so often. At the end of the day, all Adam's doing is just punishing, forcing with pose, and being special, catching lightning to get up with the falling fair. Securing in that stock would have been one stop away from taking the squad strike bracket. What is the consultation prize? Nothing. My budget is in the absolute dirt. But you do get the cool participation award while singles is going on. You know, in my personal opinion, that's way better than what we got going on right now. But here we go. Here comes arrows. Rob stuck at the ledge with that dash tech. So mixing it up, sending it back to neutral. And get the gyro combo. The Yink with the gyro seems a little insane. That's alright. Keeping it away from us. We can't hit some insane crappy that everyone's trying to hit. We're working the neutral. With boomerangs, with arrows, with a boomerang there. So we have still doing it. Insane for that. Ooh, the back are going to be actually beaten out by a bomb. Ooh, really going to look for spicy option, but that up smash is going to be connected by the name. He beats the man smash to just send us right back in the neutral. It's the grab forward throw. And see if I'm going to take this next start. Can you take it and work around that bomb with Rob? Potentially forcing it for you to do. Looking for against absolutely dominating the neutral. Arrow boomerang is covering every option that Rob cannot land safely. He can't throw a gyro safely. Comes the forward throw, sending him to disadvantage. Trying to break it up with gyro. Trying to break it up with side B. Arrow, another arrow, another arrow, up B. That's it. The little thing is going to be taken out of the squad strike bracket. Very confidently. EG's. Now the bottom side bracket is over, so we can actually get onto the main event, the Northern Iowa Smash Invitational Qualifier. We have 16 participants. Winner of this gets thrown onto the list. Winner of this gets thrown onto the list of participants for it's going to happen right here in this esports room. 16 players confirmed. Story of today, whoever wins this bracket will move on.
Yep.
Will move on to not only earn their spot in that bracket, but also walk away with a nice prize. We try and treat our players so nicely around here. We're all nice people. If you know anybody that's even thinking about playing Smash, send them over here. Send them. We got everyone who's super nice. Get some nice games in with the fellas. We all love it. Ourselves some good Smash, and you know, when it comes down to it, not only is today a qualifier, but following this Saturday for Comic World and Conquest, a little bit on the pricier side of things, because Panthers Den are free. So if you are free, head on over to Panthers Den 67. 5 weeks from now, get that free entry, potentially secure your spot there. But if you're looking to get a little bit more games, head on over to Comic World and Conquest happening this Saturday in review. You know, some of our crazy friends over there at the event, and head out for some games coming up for you guys.
battle. Luigi, Young Link. Three, two, one, go!
Because we got Leo, we got Panther hybrid on mainstream setup. We got the Luigi, we got the Young, and we absolutely know that Urban is going to be absolutely with punishing ever letting crap out of Luigi. His aerials, he's going to force him to approach him. There's not much else he can do. You know he's looking for the grab. You know exactly what he's looking for. And when it comes down to it, there's not much you can do. He needs to step open and pray, but there's a misfire. Getting that immediately with the down smash. That's not going to do anything to Urban. Let's see how far he can take it. This winner's quarters over here, so we know what part of the bracket that we were in. Here we go, Urban. Back in disadvantage, but bomb recovery, get him back to stage. I would, you know, I don't need to watch the KGB game when I've got great action in terms of Will of Ben. Why? Guess I'm taking my D straight.
battle. Luigi. Young Link. Three, two, one, go!
Alright, yeah, welcome back. Listen, folks, Listen, I know the scoreboard is not updated, but what is he doing? You know, we're just gonna gloss on by that. We got small battlefield for the counter pick. We go down there on the platform, get a nice little conversion. We should be almost taking a set off those shared videos. Pretty close. Did not expect that one to be as close as it was. But we're just going to keep going on with the Panther hybrid and Willow has been, I can assume, dominating the neutral. Absolutely. Oh, we're getting almost in that fair. Still, here comes the up smash. Here comes bad luck. A little bit of adapting in this game number 3. Or again, like game number 2. Keeping it pretty even in the neutral, knows when to strike. Trying to read his way then, but these arrows, these tiny little pokes that Ruben's absolutely it's just messing with his foot, can't get a confident grab, can't get confident down tilts. You really can't do anything confident about second guess everything in the neutral especially. So Luigi at the end of the day, you can do a little bit of X Factor, but the conversion we have been seeing off the squad strike here with Arrow onto the platform, missed the tech down air again. And that's game one. Crazy get up option. Bing with an F smash. I cannot believe that the hurt box shift happened with that forward smash. Here we go, got the grab, not killing off of it. And not as much as the backward hybrid is known for being a little bit of away from the sticks over recently. Hasn't played a lot, keeping it fairly even against Willow Ben. Even without that. And bringing it down to last spot, he's getting a little bit messed up right now, but that's alright. He comes to a little bit fair, but that's alright. He's making it back to a leg, a little bit disadvantage, but getting back to neutral, resetting that, undermining again as much as it can, it just keeps doing more up and everything. Here comes the grab. You gotta grab up smash. As much as I'd like to say that Hayes is an innovator, this is not the time to be going into a lab. It's time for confirms. Ooh, goodness, but that was going to do a whole lot for him. I mean, that's just it. Down tilt into up air, securing game number 2. It may have seemed like a slaughter fest, but for as long as Bad Luck Hybrid's been away from the sticks, that game 2 looked a lot better than game 1. We'll say that for sure. But we're moving on to another part in the winners quarters bracket. Moving on to Dirtquake and you and I's very own Goodan Rain. Let me see how well this matchup comes out. Look at it. There's TPG. As if you look at the start DG, 2-1 Siren Video, last hit game 3. I have to step away from the console to watch that, and I can say with guarantee if he brings that same fire and energy to the rest of the bracket, we might see KG being with the Dayton Grants whoever gets there. Gotta make it through the losers bracket first, but yapping up a storm over there as we wait for the broadcast to set up, which reminds me, next qualifier is Comic World and Conquest coming up this Saturday, and winner of this gets thrown onto the 16 list that we already got going on. The winner of this will get thrown into that bracket, which is happening on March 8th. Tons of time to fine-tune the gameplay, tons of time to find the rest of the 7th spot. But if you're interested in securing your spot, head on over to Comic World Games. $20 for 10 for venue fee, 10 for competitor pass. But absolutely worth it. Because we're starting off 2026 strong with one of the most prestigious events that Iowa can pretty much guarantee all the top talent coming here for one big invitational, essentially the summit for Iowa. And Comic Book Conquest happening in review, next place, next stage, next invitee who wins that event is going to be heading over to that bracket. But we still got to make it through this bracket first. Still got a ton of games to work through, especially when we've got Goodan Rain and Dirtquake. Rain doing a little bit of TOing right now in the meantime as we get winding down to these winter quarter sets. Ton of losers brackets to breeze through. But as it turns out, we may see the duck hunt. we might see the duck hunt. But more than likely, we're probably going to see Snake against BJ. There's not much to say other than there's not much you can do about that. It's obviously a good matchup. At some point, Bowser Jr.'s looking for a ton of ways to absolutely kill, but that don't count out Bowser Jr.'s disadvantage in that match, especially back there. It can hit Snake out of the Nikita. Alright, I got you. Caleb, you're gonna take over the commentary right now. Oh, the freaking third CFTO goes in TOs.
Looks like we're getting about ready to start here. Or contenders, is it? And now they're both here. So, we are going to get this started momentarily. As our amazing Gabe West said before, we have Udona's very own Rain versus Dirk Lake.
Ludwig. Snake.
We're going to see the B-roll.
Three, two, one, go! Game. Snake wins. Start the battle. Ludwig. Snake. Three, two, one, go!
Here we are. Alright. Pressure with the snake. Big, strong snake. Strong snake. And there goes a rain. Never. Like it's starting to really get for this amazing snake here. Very interesting here. Managed to get back up on his good head position. Oh, good. Ooh, psych. Keeping his lead here in our side. Up smash kills.
Ludwig wins.
That's 1 point to Universe.
Start the battle. Ludwig. Snake.
Blake is doing a good job of keeping him off stage. Getting his head start very fast. State. Ring is not getting a chance to rest here. Ring gets the kill. Starts juggling the snake again. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake just got the real lead of the match. Blake is starting to build up his personal back, getting an early advantage. Will their Blake be able to secure it as well? Go move on to the title match. While Wolverine just and it looks like their Blake is moving on to the tiebreaker here.
Start the battle. Ludwig Snake.
And of course, the same characters will go back yet again.
Go!
Blake's not looking too hot, he's moving very quickly. Rain is taking advantage. Rain seems to be getting it. Amazing for Blake so far. Rain starts to struggle. there goes Rio too. However, he is still in the lead of the stocks. He does have will he secure the win by 0, or is he going to let the wave get back up? Even up. This disadvantage, it looks like Rain is going to take it. Quick is making sure to get his grenades all out. Holding Sundance control. There goes Dirk, but he comes back around.
No! No way! That's like short shooter, freaking Rain with his absolutely insane Mega Koopa. Was that the Mega Koopa or was that a grenade?
I think it was the Mega Koopa.
If that was the Mega Koopa, you know what? Rain, we might need to talk afterwards because I'm feeling a little bit special after that because that was insane. I'm pretty sure Rain just solidified his spot in the top 8.
I think he did.
Oh yeah, taking it over Dirtquake. Rain's moving on to top 8 winner's side after that set. And yeah, we're crushing out one more till top 8. Oh my goodness. Insane. Absolutely crazy Mecha Koopa play. No one else does it better except for you and I's Rain. And we're going to see what's awaiting for us in the top 8 as soon as we do a couple more of these losers run sets. And we're going to see who's going to be meeting up with Rain in the top 8. Oh yeah, we got a spicy matchup here. Hero and Dirtquake. I've never seen these players play before. I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know what this matchup's like. I don't know what the game plan is, but I imagine Hero would do good against Cloud, especially when it comes to disadvantage state. It's definitely gonna be a little bit more grenade heavy. Especially before Hero can get bounced. As soon as bounce comes out, the whole game plan is the bounce. The entire game. Yeah, the whole game, the gameplay is gonna change. But here it is. Flame slashing into the disadvantage. We're back in the game. I'm pretty sure this is no longer losers quarter. We're moving on to, I'm pretty sure, either losers semis or losers round 3. Yes, sir. Losers round 3. This is going to be one of the last best of 3 sets before we go into the top 8. Winner of this will move on to top 8. Potentially solidifying their spot in the Northern Iowa Smash Invitational. That was possible. We're going to see beautiful Akita placement, smoking out that up the attempt. Kind of bad positioning from Hero, especially for the Nikita placement, but that's alright. I'm pretty sure he's got Psych up on right now. Any hit is just gonna send Snake immediately into the stratosphere. And bounce on once again. But interesting enough, Dirtquake's still playing a little bit more grenade heavy. What's interesting is that the initial grenade hit, while it's not exploding, will get reflected by the bounce, but as soon as the grenade gets exploded, even if he has bounce on it, Hero's still going to take not only the knockback, but still the damage. I'm pretty sure everybody still knows that, and he's still using grenades and using bounces in play. It's just the positioning and the value of that is so crucial, especially if you can, off of menu. And you can see that Hero's down to a little low MP, and he can't really pressure Snake as well as he could be to recover it. But here we go. Snake off stage. This is there's a big opportunity on stage, especially with that Nikita placement, not Nikita, the Cypher placement. Scouting out the jump with the up tilt. And that's going to be the second stock going to dirt quick. And you can see the placement of even with bounce. You can see he's not approaching as much. Besides from the, oh my goodness, the People's Fair. I would absolutely solidified that stock on PS2. Yeah, amazing match, and you can see that now without the bounce, there's not much else to do. It's not, there's gotta use his movement, get access to as many of those spells. A lot of just raw Nikitas, you're just staying in place so often trying to go for minions. I do see an unfortunate misinput from here, and that's going to be interestingly enough, I want to see what he counter picks here, especially against Snake. I would imagine that Dirtquake will get rid of all the small stages, whether or not he wants to run it back. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a couple bands here. I imagine he's going to, ooh, never mind, we're running it back to PS2. It is interesting that Curio was making a lot of good choices throughout the match. He was taking those stocks pretty comfortably. He could be a little bit more aggressive though. But it's just so hard to pressure Snake, especially with all the grenade placements, the way Dirtquake's just not approaching. So long as he doesn't have bounce, but there's not much you can do against this thing, especially for a hero. I mean, you get rid of his most valuable asset, especially in the matchup against Snake, and that's menu. And without menu, it's just raw neutral against raw neutral, and beyond that Snake is just insane. But hold on, fully charged side B. Now, Curio playing all the way there and getting as much time as he needs to get the spells, gets the Accelerado. We're gonna see what he can cook up here. 36 to 80. Ooh, down throw grenade explosion up there. Ton of damage. 30% on Curio. And look at that, even with bounce on, he's still going for the waves. He's that placement. Ooh, unfortunately, he had to spend the psych up on a shield hit. Not exactly what we're doing, but ooh, Roll getting caught by the up tilt, but it was a little bit of a sour spot. So he gets second lease on life here. Up he had a shift. Oh no. I'm pretty sure he was a little bit off from getting the fully charged side B. And it would have been an insane punish on Snake, but just a little bit low on that. It's just free after that. Unfortunate way to lose that third stock, but I mean, they're still grinding out the pain. Going for a lot of fully charged side Bs, getting a little bit desperate, especially when he's down right now. Gotta keep that composure. The grenades are definitely testing Curio's patience, and he's kind of losing it right now, but ooh, going for the haymaker. No, again, another slump here that's just so devastating to see. It's unfortunate, and now Dirtquake is embracing the CF grind set. He's going for the clip, and the super armor from the Cypher going for the almost fully charged up B. Oh goodness, he's feeling himself right now. He's in the movement, he's in the zone. There's pretty much nothing that you're here. I mean, it is possible. It's the voodoo magic after all, but man, coming back. 2 stocks around the Snake, and Dirtquake's just playing the matchup so good. The grenades, he can't get access to the menu. The neutral, he's just winning so many straight hits. Look at that. At this point, he's just going to let some of these grenades trade with even himself. As much damage as Hero can take, he's got a full stock to work with, even if he takes it. And now, here we go, dash attack, reset the neutral. Getting a ton of up smashes here. Ooh, going for the trunk, and that actually does work. It almost works. Still in disadvantage for resetting the neutral down throw. That's the really get a protect. The Phantom Spark on the up. So, oh my goodness, so scared. Oh no, oh my goodness, he's fainting for these up tilts. And at some point it's gonna work, and as soon as it does, it's good game. But here we go, Hero at the ledge, got the Sizz. He's got to recover high. Here we go. Look at the leg. Actually, not going to take it on some to the right. 172, but he's bleeding out at this point. That Nikita's so scary. Oh, he gets the crit! There it is! Oh my goodness! 183. Accelerando in place. I'm telling you, that voodoo magic is coming in clutch. Oh, but he runs straight into an up tilt. Even if he didn't have that Accelerando on, that's GG as much as the crit can carry. That's going to be Hero out of the bracket. Dirtquake moving into the losers top 8, and that's just so devastating to see. He was almost making a comeback. There's that slight sliver of hope slight sliver of hope with the crit, but it's just not enough to take off against Rick. So beautiful play. Honestly, he knew exactly what you were going into that matchup against Hero, especially with the grenade. The grenade placement, and that's gonna solidify the spot. And losers top 8, which we are now moving on to. We're gonna see what's gonna be waiting for us at top 8. We'll be right back with those games. Alright, well we're back with winners top 8. We've got Serena Vida versus Violet.
That's how you say it. It's in its Discord. I didn't know what it was.
Oh yeah, we were the first best of 5 set.
Pokemon
Moving into
Trainer.
the top 8 here. We're gonna see what this PT can do.
Robin here.
With the PT against the Robin. Oh no, yeah, for sure. A lot of low profiling from Squirtle, a lot of challenging with Razor Leaf switched over Ivysaur, and then at the end of the day, Charizard's that last hits that need. We're gonna see game number 1 here. Charizard the water. We might be. It is best of 5. We're in the winner's semis right here. You might be here for a little bit. Serenavida.
That hurt me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, correct me if we're wrong, but coming off of a really hot set with KGG as a matter of fact. Mine was the last hit, Grinder. Very hot set, we're going. Oh yeah, no.
If you want to be last in those power things, but
Maybe he's on a grind. In the losers top 8, we might get to see him on stream, but as it turns out right now, we're just gonna be watching Honest and Levin Sword up there. That's gonna seal it up very tentatively. And then this is what we were talking about. PT just low profiling a ton of Robin what's gonna do. Arcfire little freaking right triangle with these ducks under. He's going for a ton of damage right here, pressuring this Robin. I don't think she can reach too many slow options, but the out shield resetting that advantage there. It's Ivysaur. Oh my goodness, hang on, the reversal from that up air, almost sending him to the top blast zone. And almost a full stock behind, but on the ledge here, trying to get the forward smash. Gets the reversal from the down throw. You can see him using a lot. Yep, there's the left side. That totally would have been a stock to do an up smash, but Razor Leaf interrupting it. This probably sees a little more Razor Leaf trying to interrupt a lot of what Robin was trying to do, but the frame trap, I mean, switching out Pokemon too slow for that fair in the air. Sealing up that second stock, and the Razor Leaf up there, the classic. You know what, you'll love it, and first stock on, got a little bit more work to do. In this new semi-set. See, working that neutral, not going out with a ton of Razor Leaf, because just the ever-presence of that, the neutral beat. I'm blanking on the name right now, but it doesn't matter because he's back in disadvantage on the corner. Arcfire going from the down B, still a little bit more, maybe more important, throwing off stage. Neutral B into dash attack. Going with the Razor Sword, you got Milan with advantage, but another reversal by Sarah. Do you think there's the backer? That is the kill. That's game number 1 going to.
Good tactician has nothing to fear.
Not a little bit scoring after definitely stayed on Ivysaur for a ton. I can see the reasoning for it. Definitely see the reason for staying Ivysaur. We're going to see what the counter pick is going over to Hollow Bastion. We do not need those two platforms. We need just a little bit more space. Probably going to be better, especially for PT trying to outrange that, trying to break the space with Squirtle. I mean, do we even need to talk about Charlotte? I'm not even making an appearance in this set. But we're gonna move over to Hollow Bastion, counter pick.
Pokemon Trainer.
And we're just gonna see what we can make in this game number 2. Moving right along in winners.
Three, two, one, go!
Starting off very strong, pushing Sarah with the neutral opening. So here we go, one of the neutrals against the Squirtle combo. Down into the almost grab, but Sarah just knows the sense what we need to do here. Update that score so it's correct. He's back in disadvantage. See, this is the thing. He'll be doing a ton of work in this matchup, but things are going south. You can see he just took too much damage to one saying it. So we're going to damage. Switching over to Ivysaur. Might be the probably not very much, but that's not safe to say that we're switching over to Ivysaur looking for that very cool up being busted for stealing stocks, especially at the legend. That was if that fair wasn't up there, we might have seen it absolutely gone, but jump's taken. To that blue falling in here. Here's Charizard. Double back to the ledge. Good click for the Look snipe. Oh, yeah, that's Deadeye Daiquiri taking stock number 1 with the book. Get your literature. Gotta get your knowledge. He's falling up here. Even racking up 52. Along with back into advantage state. Here we go. With the falling fair. We might see a little bit more Ivysaur. Don't want to just explode when he has Leviathan Sword with Squirtle. We're moving a little bit more in this. Another thing, Razor Leaf, just you see it clanking with so much stuff. Ooh, we're gonna get the lead tempo in. By doing that, ooh, switching over to Ivysaur trying to, but the frame trap is just too slow. Too slow. It takes like double digits of frames to change Pokemon. And oh no, not the wrong into the Arcfire. That falling in. Or if not, like sending him to the grass hand. And this band enemy, that stock number 2 gone. Sarah on fire now against this PT. You can see Miley trying to get an action. Oh no, that's a jump scout and the upbeat. That's a gimp at 0 on hollow bash. And even
A
on his
good
counter pick,
tactician
couldn't
has
stop him.
nothing to fear.
And game two going to Sarah, but at the end of the day, you can see a lot of the adaptation. You can definitely see Squirrel getting in a lot more. You can see a lot more of Ivy Sewer's Razor Leafs clanking with a ton of the stuff that Robin is going to do. Interesting to see if he's going to stay at Rip. He's going to stay on Hollywood's. Everything was working out just fine, but just a couple of unfortunate things, a couple of unfortunate switches, especially that last stock took the deal. And is that Mewtwo? Wait, we got a Miley out Mewtwo in the bracket? Hold on. This might just be the X factor that he needs for this game number 3 right here. Hollow Bastion with the Mewtwo. Might be here. You know, as much as we rag on about the tail hitbox, Shadow Organ's gonna do a lot to stop a lot of these spells, but here we go. Right in there. As it, all skill, no auto. We don't know. It's just all raw talent. That's what I agree. It's just raw talent. And here we go. The move to be a huge read with that F smash. Huge read with the dash attack. Here we go. Back in disadvantage. I don't think Sarah was quite ready for a Mewtwo in this bracket, especially look at that. Throwing out a ton of not fully charged Shadow Works. But that needs to be caught and shelled up. I'm pretty sure, yeah. As much as the X Factor is with the Mewtwo doesn't have a great ledge hand, so Arcfire will definitely be able to snipe and standing on ledge for too long. Or that big thing, you can see a ton of tiny Shadow Works just trying to get him away from having the option to charge up the Mewtwo parry in the back. That would have absolutely solidified Mewtwo being great, right? Sour spot, not taking it. But Arcfire up to going to do it, absolutely. And it's as it seems out, as long as the more the set goes on, the more the X Factor is just, it's wearing off. You can see a ton of pain in the Mewtwo B52 on this Mewtwo. But hang on, use the dash attack. Here comes the advantage. So teleport back. Out there trying to find it. Missing out the grab down to, ooh, could have been huge. That Arcfire could have been huge, but dash attack's resetting the neutral. Again, not even, don't try to recharge it. Just do a little tiny poke to keep him away from his Mewtwo. I'm sure that's probably no reason for switching to his Mewtwo. But 159 just gotta find a way to clean it up right now in this first stop. He's gonna be facing the rest of this bracket and losing. Pretty sure he didn't want him to go on that, especially if he has to go up against a set 2 against this. Against the Mewtwo trying to get back to the ledge. Like I said, his ledge hand is not good enough. It's that Arcfire is gonna poke, it's gonna send him tumbling into the blast and levitate there. That's absolutely good. But up here finds it. Here we go, working in the stock number 2. Falling up there, up tilt, levitate so it's gone, but the Dio burst neutral being up there. Ton of damage on the Mewtwo, but here we go, falling fair, met with another falling there. That's the reverse of it. Catching a jump with the Arcfire with absolutely done with quiet. There in the dash attack, we're back at advantage. I mean, I can just imagine Arcfire being so annoying. You're trying to toss the Leviton bit. Ooh. Trying to go for a little tri-state twister there. Here we go. Trying to force out a tech scenario with that falling mirror, but back and forth, we're doing a little bit of a shuffle, trying to find a little bit of an opening here. Even with Leviton Sword, these options are so powerful and so safe, especially with someone as light as Mewtwo. There's the back of the mouth, clean it up, yes it will. And that's a 3-0 sweep for Sarah.
Checkmate.
Milan's being sent directly into the loser's bracket. Has a chance to clean things up going into our next set. And we're just gonna see what happens in the loser's bracket here, which we might be getting some sets ready for you right now. All right. We're coming back, not with some losers brackets. We're going to be continuing on with the winners bracket. And we got Will It Ben versus, again, you and I's very own Rain. Pretty sure these fellas played a little bit in the squad strike bracket, the very fun and frivolous side bracket. But we're just gonna see what these two players can play. It's a guarantee that we're gonna see the beat. We're gonna see the beat. We're gonna see the youngling. We're gonna see some projectiles being thrown, but we're also gonna see projectiles. What we can do with game number 1 here, winners semifinals, and that is not the correct layout. After we flip it around, we're gonna see what I can be one of the matchups of all time. As much as I'd like to rag on about how these players are definitely on the aggressive side of things, this match could also very well turn into a snail's pace. Hopefully it doesn't. We love a little bit of action. Piata should have made it up there. Piata should have made it up there, getting caught by the very last part of it. We got the Koopa cart going directly through that. Oh no! Spent his double jump trying to get out there to take back advantage take. It's also very quick by either some kind of area. Now, either aerial or bomb. And get the Koopa cart back in time, and that's just the unfortunate part. You get a double back air down throw into another back air into the Zaire 64. Oh my goodness, he is bleeding out here. That one tiny mistake is costing him so much percent. Here comes the F tilt, here comes the fire. I was trying to leave him hanging that ledge with that F smash, but Will It Ben is just throwing on the hurt right now. Going down tilt. But hang on, we got Rain at advantage. There it is. Caught him sleeping. Here we go. Here we go. Here comes up air chains. Up air in the air. But the fire trying to reset it, but ooh, hang on. Why would neutral get up thing? Why would neutral get up thing into this jazz that they're just flying on the advantage? That how? You know what? Ooh, hang on. Koopa cart into the area. And all of a sudden, this game looks kind of even with that premier gimp, and that guy is very good on that down there. No cross up at all here, back to neutral. We catch Rain trying to snipe the option here, but pretty sure the fourth throw is gonna do it. Ooh, he had the read just a little too slow on the trigger. Youngling having a somewhat decently fast egg roll. Not that forward, even a roll on the ground. Here we go, here's trying to punish that up the out of shield. A little too risky, getting the falling up there. It's just, again, it's the repeat of the first spot. He's bleeding out a little bit. Punishes to improve the F tilt. Understand this forward throw, not going to just yet, maybe a little bit more damage, but here we go, there it is. Up B on the up B, and that's seeing it up 69%. This is very doable, especially for Dr. Jr., but oh my goodness, going on the damage. Insane stuff now from both Ben with the fire arrows. Or flame arrows, my bad. And bringing a ton of damage, bleeding out 135, now a scratch on the youngling. Here we go. Again, it's just so hard to find an opening, especially with the Koopa cart. Comes the dare, comes the falling up there, not taking it just yet. We have 178 max rate PJ. Let's see what we can do with this. Breaking that neutral, throwing out the card a lot more. And find some opening. Here it is. Here's the Koopa card with the up airs, 54%. Hang on a second, here comes another up air. Ooh, trying to go for a crazy platform landing there. Here we go. Koopa card's on play again, 190. Just yet, here we go. Here comes the Koopa cart. It almost caught him sleeping, but mistimed it just a little bit too late. Dash attack, cross up. We got the next Koopa cart at 200%, 207. Very healthy forward throw, and then anywhere from the stage, yeah. That forward throw is just gonna do it, and looks like Will It Ben gonna be taking it. Sort of 1-0. Will It Ben, the winner's side. We're gonna see who's gotta be with Sarah and winner's side as well between these two.
Start battle.
Looks like we're just doing a casual run it back. You know, as much as he was living that game, a lot of stuff was lining up for him. And maybe a little bit of positioning was going wrong, maybe a little bit of just, oh, I was doing some things. my timing was off. I thought I saw a ton of timing issues, but we're just gonna see how it works in game number 2 here. Well, then rain, here we go. And then he's piling on the damage. You know what? Here we go. Up deep into the air. 52%. This is something that I mean, a little bit is, I mean, it's just, it's universally just, well, the school is 1-0 right now. Yeah, no worries, but it's just something universally that applies to young McGee. It's just struggling to find a scene of it, especially with BJ. You can't find that one little combo piece that, you know, the BJ famous 60% combo where up air strings, you can't find them. You can't find a ton of stuff because, you know, Wilbur's just playing along. We see a ton of fire. We see him not living as much as he would like to. Find pressure on him. I'm pretty sure that's why he's living with such high percents. As much as he's playing with the defense, you know, as much as the defense is a good offense, he can't find that final hit to solidify it right there. As soon as I say that 152, that up smash, finding for him, maybe I should just shut up, honestly, because it turns out he can find these kills just fine, but and trying to punish that grab with the down smash, and falling out, a ton of missed hits and stuff going on for Wayne here. But hang on, we got a premier punish. That was a pretty hasty LP out of shield. Go resetting it, catching the jump. Not going to do it just yet, but a disadvantage, and that bear's going to clean it up quite nicely. And all of a sudden, Rain bringing it back to even once again. And then we see pretty much, yeah, but they're cleaning up the stock right now, and that's something that Rain's doing very well this game. He's living for a ton of percent. Use that max rate as much as you can, but even if he gets knocked out, it's just that fresh one by trying to catch him sleeping again. But so Will Bench is doing a lot more instant options, especially on the ledge. And most of the stuff that gamers cannot punish him properly for it, and you can see even the percents, it's just adding up too much for Will Ben to really be worried about any of the options that Wayne's throwing at him. He's just constantly getting thrown at disadvantage. These tiny little pokes. And down so far, not going to quite do it. They were once again back at max rate. Never mind, we're going down to stop numero, you know, it was definitely something, and oh no, the damn messed up the turnaround grab there. Definitely, I don't know exactly what he was looking for. Oh, but we're going for the greed. That grab actually grabbed both the greed. Insane, or even there kidding him out of the park. Fire, and then it's just, he doesn't need to hold in anymore. He knows that Rain's coming over to him. Look at that, he's not holding in. Letting his boomerangs, letting his flame arrows do all the talking. Doesn't even really bomb that much match. Look at how much percent that Rain is just taking over the course of this next stock. But that keep finding the kill. Decent bit of rage if ever going to take that stock tonight.
Rain
is indeed bleeding out just teensy bit low, but we're trying to go for the classic fire and miss the technique there, but not quite working. That's going to give Rain a little bit of an opening here. 73%. Oh, that's that would have been a pretty new punch, but that's going to go directly into it. We're going to reset the neutral though. We got the Mecha Cooper in play. Oh, and now it's getting a little bit scary for you, Ben. Here we go. Ton of the 4 on back here that Bowser can do. That max rage, it's oh no, but the down tilt. Up air not killing. Hold on. Hold, question mark. A ton of all of Bowser Jr. arrows are gonna do massive damage right now. Max rage, there we go. Reset the neutral though. Here we go. Remember what? There's the fair. Getting him back in this advantage. He's gonna drop out of it. Forward throw might actually kill here. Got the kill spark. DI not gonna get it though. A little bit premier DI, back on the ledge though. What's the option? Gonna see a jump off into the Zair. Back on the ledge here, but we're resetting neutral now. We got and pretty much anything that Bowser Jr. now is gonna send him tumbling into the blast zone. Here we go. And they're gonna reset it. Fair catching the jump, and that's gonna be game number 2 going to Rain. Beautiful stuff, and it's like I've been saying earlier, a ton of these arrows, a ton of these boomerangs are just chipping away at his health, but Will Bench needs to find that one last hit, and he just wasn't able to do it in that game. Rain took full advantage of that, and that max rage Bowser Jr. aerials are going to do a ton of work, especially on someone as light as him. moving on to game number 3 here. 1-1. Oh, insane lab stuff. The resilience that Green had for that last game, absolutely insane. We're going to see what he can do in this game number 3. Adapting pretty well to the youngling. He knows he's not going to get those insane 68 combos that he knows how to lab it. He just has to be at the mercy of Will it bend zoning, but here we go. Bounce on the back there, getting a little bit of percent here. Yes, sir, Ensemble, we do indeed have a set. Here we go. Here comes the Koopa card with a string of up airs, ton of up airs. Give me another one. Oh my goodness, resetting it back to 7283. And we're back in neutral. We're back in neutral, working it out. Again, look at all a ton of little mini pokes. Will Bench needs to find that. Oh no, that was a. Not getting punished for that. Not getting punished for that. Let's see, it was a very desperate up B, but here we go. 152 again. Max Rage, and now Ring has all the the Koopa card, sending him into the almost in the blast zone. Oh, bomb onto the platform, not gonna work. Max Rage, forward throw, not gonna do it. DI just about the DI keeping him in play, but oh no, forward throw at the right. That's gonna do it. Stock number 1. Again, just look at the percents that Rain is living for. 194, 200, 174. Will Ben is just not finding these last hits to really secure the stock up. He kind of knows that he's playing with his max rage, but don't get a little bit desperate now with that Quals card. You still got a lot of your stock to work with. Here we go. Just falling fair into the down tilt, reset the advantage stake. Everyone was insane game roll. Here we go. 45 is still relatively healthy in this second stock. Here's the fire arrow. Still trying to find a nice hit with the Koopa card. Resetting the neutral though, trying to pick up the Mecha Koopa, but hang on. On the platform, this premier and prime percents for these flame notes to start eating into the chase. But why are we jumping in the corner though? That back air sniffing it out and taking his first stock here. Let's see what then. Trying to do it. Here we go. Here's the. Oh no. That whiff grab is going to get heavily punished. A little bit of a DI check on Main's part. And down almost a full stock against Will Ben. Like I said, as soon as he finds that one hit to really solidify the stock, hang on. Fair into the Mecha Koopa. Flaming out. But hang on. Got the up throw and the couple of up airs. Oh, hang on. With punishing that mare with the up B into the flame arrow. And you can see here that Will Ben can't get to his zoning. Rain's definitely putting on the pressure. Doesn't want to get zoned out like he has been. But as much as the super long has been going on, he just can't find it out. Down to up there. And once again, we're back up at the premier percent. And oh, that's it. Yep. Hitting that confirm insanely consistently all day. Flame arrow, whether you get that tech or not. That down air just lasts for way too long. It covers literally every. If you miss your tech, if you hit the neutral get up, you're absolutely fine. Yeah.
Stop battle.
And again, just running it back. He knows. You know, don't question the question game. We're running it back to PS2. You can see he definitely has been finding the stuff that he wants over the course of the game. Definitely been finding all these stray little hits. And living to tons of percents, he's getting a lot of the stuff that he wants, but again, the zoning that Will Ben is enforcing throughout most of the set, it's just too much. Holding his own pretty well, but this is how most of his games have been going. He just racks up so much percent and he just has to play from behind so unbelievably hard, especially against Alt switch. Hang on, wait a second. He's bringing out the main. I didn't even realize he was bringing out the main Ludwig. This might exactly be that X factor that he was missing. Just trying to read it a little bit, holding that rapid jab. We're gonna see if he lets go of it, but here to punish him down there. Here we go, trying to reset it. Trying to reset that neutral. Here we go. Down tilt into the Koopa card. You can see him ripping a ton of the Koopa card into the dash. Oh! Why are we dropping shield? Why are we dropping shield on that premier down smash arenas? He's up finally in the set, but that's not really needed that down to up air confirm, sending it directly back to even. We've been dead even most of these games.
games have all been really close.
All the games have been insanely close, but here comes Will Ben, here comes the back ace, here comes the grabs. Messed up the turn grab. But we're gonna rip punish that bear with the classic up B and the up air. Got it. Oh no, he messed up the left air. He's back at 112, but that's alright. He's just been working with Max Rage Bowser Jr. for pretty much the entire set. You can see him definitely letting it rip, especially on the side B, so he can super long through the flame rails and just look at the way that Will Ben's covering the ground options. He can't approach, he can't clown car cancel, because he knows he's just going to get clipped by that fire rail. He can't do most of the stalling options that he can do. He's forced running the approaches that Will Ben is making so incredibly awkward for him. But hang on! Got the up throw back here. Max Rage again at the ledge. This is where Rain's been making his money. Oh no, that's you can't ask for a better whip punish than a premier down air on the back air, and Rain's down to his potential last stock on the winner's side. Oh no, all these long-lasting hitboxes are just clipping him too consistently, trying to catch him sleeping again, but Will Ben's adapting too well. He comes with fire arrows, he comes back airs, and you know 100% guarantee that Will Ben is not trying to approach this. That's not going to stop him using his grenades, using his bombs. Oh my goodness, what is going on? He got hit by all of that. Oh no, he's going to send the disadvantage. Once again, he's going for the clip! Yuppie! Off of the ball! And that's going to seal the last game. Oh my goodness. He's got a date with Sarah in the winners finals, and Rain will continue his bracket run on the loser side. That's going to be it for Rain's winner side bracket. Moving on to a couple more of the losers bracket sets. Could potentially make something happen there. But as it stands right now, we're looking at a Will Ben and a Sarah Nvidia? Apologies on the butcher. But yeah, they've got a date in winners finals, and the winner moves on to grands. And we'll have those games in just a little bit. Hold on. We were gonna run some winners finals here, but someone wants to run their loser set a little bit early. Here we've got Rain going up against KGB. I don't have my stuff set up yet, but now this is a set that I have been looking forward to the entire day. KGB has been on an insane grind with that sword fighter. He's been on an absolutely crazy tear, especially throughout the bracket. We're going to see if he can bring that life into the... Pretty sure the loser's quarters here. No, loser's quarters. Here we go. Let's see what he can make of this BJ. Yeah, we can probably run every set on stream. Especially, it'll be better for the VOD review. Especially for this VOD, because I'm going to be watching this stuff back, especially with this sword fighter down for the hero spin, not killing. I was going to say a ton of percent, but me flip sword fighter's unfinished character gets a second chance. Ooh! Almost at the ledge, but running it back, not going to kill it just yet. You know, as much as we want to rag about sword fighter, definitely got the kill percent. This is very prime down throw into make-believe combo. You know, especially after the video, when we watch the video, and everyone knows what video I'm talking about. That's some DIE coming out for Rain, but it's alright because 57 on the sword fighter, not impossible. You've been working neutral, you've been playing pretty hot throughout most of today. Here's your Rain, just wants to get this set, see what he can do with it, but here's the slingshot. Oh my goodness, that's a big punish down smash. Almost getting the combo. Slingshot into hero spin. We're putting on the pressure with the shuriken and the up tilt. not entirely out of it. Got the shuriken into the rip the clown cart. And ooh, what are we doing over there? What are we doing hanging outside the stage? That Mega Koopa's gonna steal that third strike right away from KGB. But here comes the down throw. Gonna read the DI in, definitely DI in out there. Doesn't want to get hit by that Echo, which would have absolutely either sent him tumbling into the motion or pretty close. He's sending the neutral here. Back onto the up air bear. And we're trying to get a little bit of something on the board for Rain. I think this matchup would be a lot easier for BJ to work at neutral, but at the end of the day, just enter that cloud mode, swing, swing, swing. Eventually one of those back airs is going to land on the ledge, absolutely killing me. Here we're going to see a clown car trying to get a sneaky option out of Shield. You see KGB trying to push his advantage even more. Not even as much, relying a little bit on the shurikens, definitely trying to provoke Rain into answering what she's doing on neutral. And oh my goodness, that was just a showcase on why BJ's not finished character, but Rain collecting the stock nonetheless. And here we go, we're going into last stock in number one. Definitely feel out phase between them, having played each other in quite some time, especially after a warning break. But KGB's just putting on the pressure, tons of aerials, read the jump, there's the up air. All this is looking pretty scary for Rain, especially during neutral. The shuriken to hang on. Almost got a premier punch, but back air is definitely going to cut through the Mecha Koopa.
Is gonna kill.
It's going to cut straight through the Mecha Koopa. And KGB taking game number one over Rain. And we're just going to see what their counter picks are. Here they run it back, but not exactly. Doing a little bit of bands going over to Battlefield. Rain not really known. Hello KGB. That's my son right there. That's Iowa's prodigal son right there. Come to return, take his crown atop the Panther's den throne. And we're gonna see what Battlefield can do in game number 2 here. I can see this benefiting both players, especially Bowser Jr. with his long up air strings, but definitely just finding that finisher with the Missile Fighter up air gives Bowser Jr. a ton more landing options, especially against Missile Fighter. He's just covering too many things, especially with the hang on, match his side beat, trying to get back to the ledge. F Smash is gonna snuff out that option. Maybe down throwing the up air, not quite doing it. And see, that's the reason why KGB is not too dishappy with Rain picking Battlefield here. That down throw up air is just going to kill so much earlier. Especially with a little bit of rage. Shuriken Hero Spin, not going to do it. Premier DI, Shuriken Fair not going to work, but ooh, hang that is not supposed to be a fair if I had to guess. That was a Premier back air with Rain's knee written all over it. Trying to get a sneaky game with the gear, forcing out an early up B, and at that point it's just a trap with the up B. Hero Spin taking it dominantly. Back to you. Ooh, what are we doing? Jumping out of shield, catches it with the up smash, and ooh, we're getting a little bit too trigger happy with that Rain getting comfortable mileage out of his counter pick, especially on Battlefield. I can't say platforms have been helping him out as much as you'd like to, especially, but hang on. With the platforms, we've got this advantage to hear Javelin Shield. We're just going to let it flow, because that is almost impossible, especially with the Super Fighter skip. And hang on, keep the sends him into disadvantage. Here's the up there, get the advantage take going once again. Oh, I'm trying to catch him sleeping or something. That's not F Smash doing, but hang on. He's just enter that cloud mode, stand that backer, but don't want to swing it too much. That stale cracker remove is going to get him sent directly into the glass, and we can put the up smash on shield. Shuriken into the hero spin. Almost these percents that KGB's letting the hero spin with that are just also very close to that final hit that he needs to seal off the stock. But a combination of Rain's DI and a little bit of the teensy weensy bit of his own percent management. It's not exactly sending him where he wants him to, especially when he's living for quite a bit longer than I bet he would have wanted max rage on the DJ. We've seen Rain take a ton of games with his max rage, especially in last slot. The Shuriken to get this, pretty sure that move's name is going to steal it up. Don't play on the shield, it's going to get ripped with a Premier. Oh, hang on, jabbing the Mecha Koopa, get that nice bit of damage for him. You see Rain doing a ton of cannonball on the ledge. Definitely a nice option to counter heroes. Not hero. The side B, but why are we even talking about him going to ledge when he's going directly into the blast zone? And is that a JV2 that I smell going into game number 3? Bringing up very nicely with the Mecha Koopa.
That was a solid cleanup there.
Interested to see what KGB's counter picks can be into this BJ. Definitely tell that the platforms weren't working out exactly the way he wanted to. And we're going into Smashville here, kind of looking around with maybe you could have told that this maybe the space was a little bit off. Kind of the same amount of space as the Battlefield, but you know, without the accompanying platforms. We're gonna see what we can work with Smashville moving on. Definitely could be a bit of a better choice, especially with how stubby the Sword Fighter can be at some points, especially for the Blast. And DC was just also very close to taking a ton of range stocks, except for either Blast Zone issues or percent issues. He just didn't for way too long, and I think he might have gotten to his head a little bit. You can see it's not working out too bad. It's up a little bit, but Mecha Koopa is going to be covering so much area, especially for Rain. That forward smash would have done a ton of damage. With punish, side B, dash attack. Oh, hang on. This is not top 10 clips of the day. Going into the advantage state here, knows exactly where he's going to cross up from that. Shuriken, trying to get a grab off of that. Pretty sure down throw hero's been really killed, especially on Smashville. See Rain doing a lot of space, and he's not at this percent. He does not want to get that back air. Absolutely exploding the Sword Fighter, especially in Smashville. Hang on. Here's the down throw hero spin. And this is the counter pick going to work. That tiny blast of shade. I mean, just in general, catching him at the ledge. That's going to be his second stock gone. And we're moving on to stock number 2. Hang on, don't hurt him now, KGB. Got a nice 45% going on here. Trying to get out some options. Got me holding shield, but hang on. Bad slingshot back to the hero spin. Hang on. He's nasty. He's nasty. He's crazy. Oh my goodness, a very early stock from KGB. But hang on, Rain's not good enough. We got a little bit of a, hang on, KGB, what are we doing now? 88, 100% on almost a fresh DJ stock. Ooh, hang on, the neutral get up spot dodge and the rapid jab. Not killing quite yet. And we're gonna see range advantage state here. Oh, let the Koopa card. Hang on a second. What's going on in this game number 3? Rain tying it up very nicely. We're about down to last stock and gets the down air dash attack with a little bit of percent going advantage state. Down to send him back. Get him out of here. Gonna make a cannonball. Get him down. What are we doing? What are we slowing this ledge for? Down to sending him right back. Little bit of a poke from the up smash. And KGB, what is your counter pick doing? Because it looks like they're bringing this a little bit back. It's getting a little bit scary. Maybe keep far into this stall. Maybe he'll need to be a little bit more scared on his approaches. He's going to let it rip or not. Oh, but hang on. Mecha Koopa into the dare. Get the cross up. And we're back to neutral here, but letting it rip again, and that's going to be game number 2. And he's just calm, collecting when it's not his counter pick. Up almost gonna be in his what is he gonna make it through loser bracket at this point? Because KGB, what was the counter pick here? I wasn't quite catching whether he swapped it or just stayed on Battlefield or not. Insane plays from both players. We know that these players definitely want this in battle. We're looking back, okay. KGB knowing that he did hit the combo. But Rain is up 2-1 in this game. Here we go. Excited to see how KGB adapts, especially to Rain. You can definitely see the adaptation happening in real time for Rain. Throwing a lot more Mecha Koopa on the floor. Definitely a very good option because you know that the Sword Fighter side B is definitely going to be crossing you up if you don't know where it's going to go. Having that Koopa there is an option to where you guess correctly or not. Just have that coverage over Smash, especially because it's so small, you might get a little bit more mileage out of Mecha Koopa. Why are we talking about Mecha Koopa right now is that he's currently working that neutral into that advantage state. Seeing go for a lot more cannonballs. Doesn't even want to contest the side B with his own, with BJ. Got him at the ledge, just that being hit him out. Late hit him back here, sending him into the disadvantage. Side B looking at it again. Almost catching the up there, that definitely would have good. especially with all this raid. But hang on, don't get too comfortable with that cannonball because KGB's faking that first stop on his counter break. But neutral get up, or not neutral get up attack getting snuffed out by the back air. Here we go. Down air, back to even again. Very solid game from the player. Oh, here comes the back air. Here's the slingshot. Messing up the up B, but that's alright. He's working. He's still got a ton of damage. Even if he's done the peaceful fighters who aren't hitting, gets a ton of damage. 50%, 64. We'll get up here. You can see that he's not going to instant moves out of shield. You know, Batman just has some very safe, surprisingly safe moves, but down to the spin, gonna take it. Okay, hang on, the counter pick's coming back. We're in the exact same spot that we were for game 3, except hang on. AKB's working on neutral right here. Down to the wheels, been cleaning up that stock. Got it down tilt into the grab. Line for the front, able to try exactly working out for him. We're working back to neutral, got the shuriken. Down for forward air. I need to be going for close just yet. Just need that damage. That nice sweet sucking combo. The neck kick again. That's when he's landing on it. What do we do? Neutral get up in with that forward smash. Get a decent bit of charge, but it's not exactly taking him out at this early percent. Rain? 118 to 44. He's still pretty decently healthy in the second stock. And stuffing up the option. Get the up smash. Hang on. Hold on. He's still pretty relatively healthy on here. Are we going to see another... Oh, hang on. Here's the heroes. I'm not exactly going to be feeling. But once again at the ledge. Here we go. It's not going to be likely, but here comes the down for hero spin again. This one should clean it up. Let me talk for a little bit. Let me not get too antsy because Rain 100% on Smashville. Oh, here comes the down tilt. Back into the advantage state. I'm going to try and call it a hard off from the back smash. More Mecha Koopa's trying to hinder up this new sword fighter. I don't know how to keep going and done it because at this rate, you don't need to switch back down. Here comes the Gale stab back in his advantage. Could we see it? Let's see a game number 5 from this. I don't want to see more action from this. But hang on. Rain with the Koopa car into the up air. That's the Mecha Koopa run. Just let probably the options. Koopa's not too just comfortable knowing where he's going to land, but yeah, it's going to be it. Game number 5. A very risky up B out of shield, getting directly punished by the forward smash. You can definitely tell him just a little bit antsy, especially at the percent he was at. But at game 5, Rain KDB working pretty good for this. We're just gonna see. We're gonna see if they're in that. We're gonna see the alt change. But game number 5 here. Rain has definitely been throwing in that adaptation so well, but once you're that far behind, there's not much you can do. They're going a small battlefield this time. I'm pretty sure the stage that they started off with, either that or PS2, something similar like that. Definitely, again, we're favoring not exactly the big stages because KBD knows even with Shuriken, even with pressuring like that, he knows that Mecha Koopa just covers too many of the options that he wants to go for, especially for these incredible just, oh, I just got one hit, let me get you 40, let me give you 50, and AGB is definitely someone who knows those routes. A little bit of a fumbles lately, but it doesn't matter, because we're at game 5 right now, and hang on, down to hero spin, we might just see, we're not going to see that first stock yet. Oh, but Super Armor through the hero spin, AGB getting caught a lot with his little gifts, but, you know, broken ledge option that he's not getting punished for. Trying to get the grab on the up smash, not exactly going to get it. Here we go, trying to see the recovery route from Rain. Loser's quarters, hang on. Rain taking the first stock in a small battlefield. And here comes the down throw up air. What are we doing? DIing in. Here we go. Even game number 5, 2 stocks to work with. Small battlefield. I'm pretty sure this is a decent stage for both of them, but hang on. I don't know damage right now with the sword fighter. Definitely see that we're doing a lot more of the fake out crits, especially with either a Koopa car canceling, with a Mecha Koopa canceling, not Mecha Koopa canceling, just going out the Mecha Koopa. He's not really confident where he can throw out these side Bs, whether he can throw out these shurikens, whether he can get punished or not. Or he's making good advantage of right. Hang on. Koopa car into the upbeat with the classic, El Clasico. And we're going to see the shuriken about the advantage state. We don't even need to mess with something at ledge. we can Mega Koopa, but we can Cannonball, and he has to respond with it. So that we're not going to click here. 111, 89. This is super scary for both players. They can just kill you out of nowhere. Hang on, Rain, take him back to advantage state. Catches the jump with the fair, and now it's his advantage state. Hang on, we're getting a little fancy with it. Here comes the back air, and now KGB takes over the advantage state. Oh, but hang on. Letting the Koopa car rip, and we're back at neutral. Catching another one of these jumps with fair. He's scouting for it. He's saying no. Oh, but hang on, forward throw might do it, especially on small battlefield. And that, oh, hang on, what are we doing? Jumping in, we're at last stock. Game 5 between these two. Then nothing short of amazing sliding back to the ledge. Not going to catch the drill. Here we go, 47%. We both know that we just pick up the action. Again, Koopa car cover the ops. Don't want him getting too comfortable on this stage. Comes the Mecha Koopa, throw it out again. Can't pick it up comfortably. Here we go, explosion in the back, 80 feet. It's going to be running on the shield. Almost get that Koopa car exploded. But hang on, Slingshot, Hero spin? Oh my goodness. Almost. 69% to 86. Looks like we got range. Ooh, trying to read a huge roll in, but being punished by decently charged F snap. We're going back to neutral kill. Oh my goodness, this is so scary. No, not gonna catch him going in. Not gonna catch him going in on the up smash. That's it. And KGB is eliminated from Panthers, then number 62, and Rain takes it over. KGB.
Rain is moving on to the semis.
Rain's moving on to loser semis. What a crazy set. What a crazy game. Yeah, I mean, nothing less than he knew he was going to side B, got too comfortable with landing into him, and he punished him effectively. And at that percent, that rage, I mean, it's lights out for KGB and his time in the losers bracket. But we're moving on to the set that I was trying to get upset up earlier. And you know, it's just a casual grand finals with no CF players. But that's okay, because we got Adam and Will and Ben going up against Sarah and Nvidia. But that's alright, because we're moving on to some pretty peak gameplay. Yeah, gameplay is minus one.
That is the winner's final.
This is winner's finals. We're going to see who's going to make it over to Grands here. Winner of this will get a pretty comfortable ticket for their invite to the Northern Iowa Smash Invitational. Second event is happening this Saturday at Comic World and Conquest. If you haven't signed up yet, just scoot on over to Start GG and just throw that sign up in there, so we can get some insane games out here. We've had some insane games out tonight. And we're almost at the peak, almost at the end. A couple more. Pretty sure 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 sets left of the night. Some great players. We have Sarah Nvidia. I'm pretty sure I've been butchering it all day. One of the two. Against Philip and on the winner's side. And then moving over to loser semis, we got Rain versus Dirtquake. Pretty sure this is a run back from winner's side. And but why are we even talking about that when we've got some great action with Philip and Sarah Nvidia? That's not the right players. We'll just and I don't know if these players have played, but they have been playing on fire today. Had some great sets both in-house and out. Especially for the side bracket, but you know, when we're trying to find out who's going to get their invite to the Northern Iowa Smash Invitational, it just looks like we're going not with some CF players.
That is always the question.
Not with CF players, but will it Ben and Sarah Nvidia? Who's going to see Sarah? Because apparently I can't pronounce to save my life. Young Link versus Robin. Can't imagine this matchup being very fun for them. All these tiny little hits. You can't get anything charged. It just interrupts everything. And you might see Sarah play a little bit more reserved. Might see her play a little bit more. Might see him play a little bit more. I kind of want to say campy just to get the stuff that they want going. And you know, Ruben is happy to match that energy. Because here we go, here's the almost being up there, the classical tonic damage, even if it's not killing, I'll get the damage. Oh, the book snipe, hang on. Get your knowledge up. Rising fair off the ledge of the Robin Classic. You see Ruben try and push the advantage with his boomerang. Into the rapid jab. It's like being saved by the boomerang, but we're doing a ton of damage on the board. Boomerang into the arrow. You can see Ruben trying to force his advantage a little bit more. Here comes the boomerang. Comes it. Oh, but a missed tech. Ooh, hang on. Ruben not quite ready to punish that option. Oh, Ruben going jumping off the ledge. Flame arrow. That's fair. Into the fair. Oh, no. Didn't quite catch the shield break, but you know, fully charged level of the sword. I mean, that might hit me over on the commentary desk, holy key. But moving on to stock number 2, we're working out that neutral, trying to replenish it a little bit more. Getting sent off the up fire into the 11 up there, and that's just he's choosing what you can technically win. Robin being buns and the second on fire not working. But hang on, a ZTD off of the rod. Clean gameplay. Getting that fair offload. Sure, that was either arc fire or something else. But hang on. Bullet Band also working on neutral. And working it out. It's the falling fair, trying to scout out some more options. Arc fire just working it out. And Bullet Band trying to get back to stage. Sarah controlling so much of the neutral right here. But hang on, Bullet Band back in neutral, get the grenades, get the flame arrows, get the bombs going, try and set up something, but getting sent right back into disadvantage. Sarah back to working around. This is what I'm talking about. You can't stand still to charge up the neutral beat. There's too many things that's just gonna poke you. Look at that. Arc fire getting clanked by the boomerang. It doesn't make sense. Hang on, flame arrow almost getting stuffed out by a nair. And I mean, exactly what I was gonna say. It's just a little pokes, little pokes. Can't really commit to charging up a neutral. We gotta work your movement, fancy footwork, and Revenant Sword back in play. Here comes the arc fire into you. I'm pretty sure got clipped by something.
That one is still holding it by the stop.
One stop lead. Wolfman is bleeding out right now. You can see that the shape of the string hasn't really been doing things. He needs to collect up the stock, but that's mean is the setup king over here has been getting some nasty setups. Hang on. Down to fair. Let me stop talking so right. Hang on, here we go. 135. Going back into neutral comes the flame arrow, trying to poke, not trying to persuade him to go into using that arc fire, but trying to save him off of it. Very funny interaction with Thunder and the flame arrow, but just swipe or no swiping, following where it's going to take it. And Sarah's taking it 1-0 over Will of Bend in winners finals. We're running it back to PS2 here. I can't imagine that it's pretty fun for Robin to maybe Will Ben thought most of his stuff, he was just working it out too well. He was getting a little bit too hasty with his timings. Maybe he was over-respecting some of the options, some of the movement options that Robin has available to her. So we might see a little bit of adaptation, just throwing out some more stuff, playing the distance here. Look at that. We don't need to approach Robin. We just keep throwing the stuff. What can Robin do? He doesn't want to mess with that Leviton sword, but 41 here. Trying to keep up there, falling off the stage. Boomerang into the grenade. Not the grenade, the bomb. Really huge rip grabs, doing a little rapid jab. Will Ben trying to get that advantage, so just tiny pokes, Boomerang, flame arrow. Come on, just trying to get her to stop using those spells. Let me play my game, but Robin kind of has to respect. She doesn't have too many options to contest. The most she can do is pretty much clank whether she has her items or not. And we're going to see Will Ben trying to go for another down tilt setup. But then again, the percent's creeping up where he knows he needs to get confirm that he's been going for pretty much all day. Flame arrow, tech chase, hit it, down there. But here you can see that it's a little bit more even here. Hang on. Flame arrow into the nair. Just tiny little combos. Look at that. He's not pushing. He's making a second guess what option where he's going to be landing, where his placements are, but that's going to be a huge punish off of the neutral beam. Not as big as I thought it was going to be. Definitely get it down throw is the safe option. Ruben is picking up a lot of percent here, especially with this lightweight guard. Just look at the way he's playing. He's not messing with anything that Robin's doing. He's trying not to let her close the distance. There's not much you can do in the face of just Robin running up and doing it. Hang on a second, we might see a little bit of speed here. Makes it back to stage, but nonetheless. They're trying to push the advantage there a little bit more. Drop off, throw the... Need to be directly at him. Here we go, here comes the boomerang. Another arc fire with the neutral once again. And then 160 here. Again, Wilben is just not throwing in, not going in Ashley. He's playing the long game, playing the distance game. 5 minutes left, first stock gone. We could potentially see a timeout here. Because something's looking pretty good on this stock. And Wilben is just not playing as aggressive as he has to be to take the stock. But when it's time to get done, especially at these percents, he knows that this is the percents, this is the time. At the ledge, here we go, get the book. He tries to get the falling bear, trying to bait out of shield. Quals is not going to catch it though. With the arc fire, and a couple more up airs, and Wilben's again, he's just waiting. This long game that Sarah's playing, this long game that he's playing, he's losing. Not too much advantage, it's just that the hits that Sarah's landing are just so much stronger than Wilben's combos. Flaming on the up air, taking that second stock, not too much damage, we still have a little bit to work with. Might play some more slow game with the flame arrows, with the Zairs. Trying not to catch him, walking in too fast, but here we go. At the ledge again, trying to catch a down smash. Sour spot sending him back in the disadvantage, here comes the up air. Retry, redo, there we go, 66%. Flame arrows working to darn just to get the neutral going. Hang on, this pressure. Chase down. Need the boomerang. Flame arrow snake. Trying to catch the option with not only down tilt but the boomerang. Then again, neutral get it being busted because it just the iframes go right through it. You see a ton of arc fire being played out. With Bend and Sarah. 3 minutes on the clock here. You can see him not trying to push it in, but hang on, flame arrow. Maybe the patient game. The patient game is working out for Wilben. Oh, that's going to be a huge whip punish, huge rapid jab, not hitting his target. Wilben just charged with that F smash. That's it, and now, why does he have to go in? Robin has to come to him. The limited resources, the tiny hitboxes, the clanking, it's just too much. First thing you have to really push an advantage. So here comes the back airs, a little bit of percent. Here comes the unfair, and then right back to right where you need. Obviously, Wilben has a plan, but pretty sure that wasn't a part of the spreadsheet. Obviously, up the other shield, but bomb grenade. Almost the circle. You can hang on, comes slipping with the neutral beat, and that's going to take the second stock. 2 minutes left on the clock, or pretty much 2.5. I don't think they'll go with time at this point. They're looking a little bit too high with the signing. Wilben is definitely starting to go in a little bit more. And once again, as soon as he's giving the advantage, here we go. 110. Doesn't really have a reason to go in at this point. But better to leave it up to not chance. But trying to take that stock in a very honest way, especially with the arrows, trying to look for some setup at pocket of time, but who needs it? We've got down tilt up air, taking game number 2, and Wilben tying up the score against Sarah in the final set. And we see what Sarah has to counterpick, especially going into game number 3. Alrighty, moving on to the counter pick for Sarah. It's going to be Battlefield. I can say that I do see the vision in terms of this pick. We saw a lot of, okay, there's a lot of open space. I can't really work around the projectiles that Wilben is throwing out. I got to give him some more options on some of my landings. And then Robin being balanced, the arc fire not working. Yeah, all these platforms are going to help so much with Robin's landing, especially the way that Wilben is playing his game from kind of
with all of the different projectiles.
all the different exactly, all the different projectiles he's throwing out. Gotta mix up the land, start landing the strong hits that he wasn't exactly getting in the last game because he just kept getting snuffed out so heavily with these tiny little hitbox trees keep adding up. You didn't really see a ton of arc thunder in the game, specifically because Wilben's just covering me up. And look at that clank, and then we just goes back to neutral. And Emily just thrives so good in this neutral game, especially against someone who doesn't have quite the greatest options to contest it in a lot of. But hang on, here's the up air. That's a decent percentage. Ooh, hang on, another up air. Catching him mashing on the top platform. Sarah taking the first stock in game 1 2. You see the counter pick working out for him. Especially with these projectiles giving him way more options to work with. But will it bend? Not sloughing away from the options either. Trying to get that bomb is a little bit of an insurance for that B, but hang on now. Got a little bit of a ledge play. Fire arrow into the floor there. That's going to take up stock number 2, and we're back to neutral, back to even. And we're just going to see what Sarah can pick up here. Holding the appetite getting caught by the arrow. It's just too much that you can see accident probably. He has to be very tactical, more so than Will Ben has to with these projectiles. Will Ben just throw some of this stuff down and just challenges rather than doing anything. Whether it be throwing Mark Fire, whether it be throwing out Thunder, whether it be any of the two. Gotta be very careful, but I'm not even talking like that. We are up 80% on Will Ben. Thoron taking it. Thoron taking stock number 2. Maybe possible DI, but regardless, I think we'll take that stock number 2. Hang on, here comes the other fire. Battlefield not exactly what the operation was. But here we go. Here comes the up airs. You see Will Ben trying to use Battlefield throws, right? Because unique up air lasts for so long, covers so much on those platforms. And we're going to see workaround for the bomb for his explosion. Oh, we might have seen this. Ooh, no. Put some respect on the Robin recovery. As soon as you got that jump. And all of a sudden, Sarah's looking pretty confident. His Battlefield pick is looking out for their favor. He's Thunder. But hang on. Will Ben breaking the zone once again, trying to secure that next stock. But again, this percent Link's just not doing what he really wants it to, and that's taking up that last stock. We're back on the ledge. Here comes Sarah's advantage state for catching his jump. Catching the jump. So that's getting with the game, Sarah. And we're going to see what the counter picks are. What's the move? That Battlefield pick was, pretty confident in the favor. I don't know who really wants to run it back. Those platforms weren't really working out in the favor that he really liked to. You saw him using a lot of it there. Not exactly converting the way he wants it to send Sarah into disadvantage. So I'm very interested to see whether or not he goes back to Battlefield or whether or not he switches it up, goes over the bands. But I'm pretty sure they're in the banning process right now. We're going to see if he's going to run it back or not.
Or was that small?
Pretty sure that was small Battlefield. Maybe Ben's not really comfortable with the amount of that, especially that top platform. Definitely thought working out in Sarah's favor a lot more in that game than it was working out for Will Ben.
That top platform was an issue for Will.
But we're running into small Battlefield. I can see the vision here, especially for working around the projectiles in that center zone. You have the platforms when trying to get back to ledge, but in the middle, it's really the Wild West out there, especially with these projectiles that Will Ben's been, pretty much effectively using their max potential over here. But hang on, 10%. It's like Sarah's not phased that ball that went on a small Battlefield, probably for good reason, because here we go. Again, playing no longer against the projectiles. I'm not running in unless I absolutely have to, because at the end of the day, yes, Gunman's going to be doing a lot more stuff, but the damage is minuscule compared to when she's doing some of the high value stuff, especially when she gets that weapon sword. Just gotta wait till time. Here it is. Use the weapon sword. So much stuff is just climbing out for the go again. I'm picking out fairly good for him. It's the down tilt. Catches a air dodge there. But here's the grenade, here's the nair kill. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Everything's working out for him. Falling there, trying to get something started here, and then Will Ben will just go back into position with his fire arrow. And that. Hang on, what was in the neutral get up with Levin's sword? Almost a DI issue, but Sarah still takes that stop pretty comfortably. And in a blink of an eye, like just a second ago, as it turned out, as Will Ben was winning so confidently, now it's almost back to even. Here we go, just the fire arrow, just going back to the zero down its own left. It's the one out, it's pretty good. Comes the up air, We're back to the game. Here comes the projectiles, here comes the... Oh, here's the adventure. I'll make it as much as I can. A little bit of a ton of fire arrows here. Again, the issue from the earlier games hasn't really been happening as much because Sarah's just not committing to it. There's not a lot of clanking going on. Especially because she's kind of losing, well, speak of the devil, and he shall here, there's a ton of clanking going on over there. And at the end of the day, young ones can just keep throwing them out while Robin has the limited resources as she does. Books will eventually run out, but it's not going to stop us from throwing out the occasional full-on reset advantage state. I can see that's definitely one of the adaptations that we've been doing. Carefully fully charged the line so it doesn't get interrupted by Will Ben. Ooh, trying to catch a crazy air dodge in, which he almost did, to be fair. Just messed up the timing a little bit. See crazy mash going on. 144, 113. Not entirely out of the favor. Hang on, rising fair. Ooh, DI check. Or is it just that strong? Because that forward air off the leg is taking the stop number one. And turning off the leg again. We'll do that with the smash. And we're back to even small battlefield here. The counter pick is going to work out, you know, so-so for a little bit. Not going to stop nothing.
It seems like maybe not at this point.
Definitely, again, you're seeing charging the floor on a lot more than he did in the previous game because it's not just as interruptible as it previously was. Here we go, back to neutral. And getting a little bit more scrappy. Hang on, we've been taking a ton of damage here, but we're going right back into position with the projectiles. With the neutral B, I'm going to use it up the out of shield and get up air, not exactly quite taking it. Look, I'm putting a little bit more pressure on Sarah right now. Especially with Bomb, especially with the trying to go, looking to go in a little bit more because he recognized in the earlier game they're just looking for way too long and there's just way too much room to work with, and getting to these higher percents, you know, he's got to cut the game down early because as soon as he gets to that acid scenario, it doesn't matter where he is as long as Sarah got that weapon, so he's in danger zone literally anywhere on the stage. Hang on, that fair is cutting right through our fire, and we're going to boomerangs again. We're not going to let her get that fully charged door on. Comes back, here comes the advanced state. Hang on, moving in the up B. Here we go. Resetting the, not only the advanced, but the neutral. Bottom showing up there. And down smash is catching another little sour hitbox at least. And here we go, gripping the full on. Here comes the book. Woo. That would have been an insane tech rollout read. You see we've been doing a lot more downer because at this percent, at this rate, that downer is going to be looking pretty strong compared to the option that she has. Ortho's not going to do it. Fire arrow stopping the charge. And the time he gets racking up that little percent to and that put that either that final, you know, final area. Let it down here, whether it be forward air, but hang on. We got back advantage for Sarah. Is that unsure who's really gonna do it? Not quite yet. I don't think he can take on board as a ledge though. Trying to catch another neutral get up. Here we go. Back to neutral, and we should see what Will Ben's gonna do with this position, because hang on. Gotta go on the approach now. He has to start going in. And I'm pretty sure Sarah knows that. She's a little more observant. Hang on. The neutral get up, getting caught by down smash. And that's going to be cycled 3-1 over Will Ben. And Sarah just submitted and finalized her spot in Grand Finals. We're going to move on to some losers sets now. See who's going to make it up to the layer and get that spot for Northern Iowa Invitational. Nah, it's fine. We still got power.
Three, two, one, go!
Alright. Good job. Interesting weather we're having out here today.
I watched that entire game and I couldn't think of anything meaningful to say.
You're tired? I'm tired, Ross.
No, I don't know if I'm tired. I think Rain's tired. Rain's had to play in the Yink and then in the new Sword Fighter and now in the Duck Hunt. He just wants to play the game, man.
Well, think about it like this. He's gonna absolutely destroy this duck hunt, so it's gonna force him to go over the snake.
Yeah?
To be fair, the snake games were close. So he's pulling out the X factor of duck hunt. Now my voice is like absolutely fried.
Yeah, but oh, you're finally touching your food. Do you eat those fries yet? No, the ones I gave you. Apologies about the other guys.
Most Iowa top 4. Yeah, we got freaking Youngling, Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt / Snake, and Robin.
That tracks. Only thing missing is a D3.
Yeah, but somebody decided to lose today. Yeah,
You're right.
you had that set. Why'd you go?
I don't know. If I need to reverse 3 by ring.
Oh, that was crazy.
I feel like with the green screen here, it's just begging to have a commentator come up. It's just awful.
I wouldn't shut up.
Eat that fucking dry ass big chicken with no mayo.
You ate a whole ass double quarter pounder.
No, it was 2 double cheeseburgers.
Oh, let me put you some respect on you.
2 double cheeseburgers for your information. Okay. That is a McChicken with only lettuce. Like a bone.
Yeah, the green.
Dry as shit.
I mean, you don't know what greens taste like.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. You need at least 1 McCum shot on that fucking diet.
I'm not taking the
To make it
cum
edible.
No way. Oh, go away.
You need to go away.
Yeah, go
You're
away.
not in the commentator seat.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the headset on.
Yeah.
I've been doing all what have you been doing all night? Boozing?
Hey, I'll have you know I proudly went 2-2. I think. I don't remember. The 2-2 or 3 should be either way not good enough. Don't worry, that means you gotta win 2-6-7.
Or, you know, Comic World and Comic Fest, which is happening this Saturday. Sign up if you
Yeah,
haven't.
that's like when people who know how to play against D3 go there.
Why? There's not even any good D3s in that part of in that region of Iowa.
They're not.
Dubuque. Who hosts Dub City Duels, bro? Who hosts Dub City
I'm a
Duels?
little tired, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know if you were being sarcastic or not.
Dude, we lost 4 viewers because we're yapping about it. Because I'm not doing commentary serious anymore.
Oh yeah, we were missing out on Gabe's excellent commentary.
talking about? It's fine.
3, 2, 1, go!
Why did they stay so soon? How did he take 93 already?
battle, up on Ludwig! 3, 2, 1, go! battle. The hunt. Young Link. Three, two, one, go! battle, the hunt. Young Link. 3, 2, 1, go! Start battle. Up, hunt. Young Link. 3, 2, 1, go!
your back.
Stop battle. Ramen up. 3, 2, 1, go!
Panther! Thunder! Thunder! El Thunder! 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 got your back.